Hi everyone. Welcome to a new video. This video is gonna be I guess, video diary of something I'm experimenting with, which is no social media for 21 days. I guess I technically started this yesterday, but I forgot to record something for the introduction of the video. But basically what I'm gonna be doing in this video is using a brick to block Instagram, TikTok, and what's the other one I blocked? LinkedIn on my phone for 21 days. And I'm doing 21 days because they say that's how long it takes for you to get rid of a habit. And I want to break my scrolling habit. So we're doing this 21 days. It is May 12th. Yesterday was May 11th, so that's technically the first day. So I'll be doing this until the end of the day on May 31st, which I think is a Sunday. So I'll be making periodic check-ins to, I guess, update things I'm noticing, how it's going, things like that. So I may unbrick here. No, I can't unbrick at all. We're gonna try to not unbrick at all. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated how it goes. But day 2, going strong. I will say yesterday was fine because usually on days when I go in the office, I'm not on my phone that much anyway. So that was pretty easy, but today being work from home, it might be a little harder and I might get the urge to go on more, but yeah. Okay, I wanted to do a check-in on how my no social media thing is going, like my 21 days of no social media. Today is Thursday. It's the beginning of day 4, and I honestly feel really good. I've also kind of been doing no caffeine too. I started doing that earlier this week. Although I had boba tea last night, which I think that has caffeine in it, but since it's tea, it's maybe not so much as coffee. But I've been trying to have no caffeine as well. And I just feel like combined those two things, I don't really get the itch to go on my phone. That kind of went away yesterday, I think. I'm sure there will be moments where it comes back, but honestly right now I've been doing good. I don't feel like I want to go on my phone. I also feel like I haven't been as anxious yesterday and today. I feel good. I've been getting enough sleep the past few nights, which is nice, and that probably helps with my anxiety. But I've also just been doing quiet analog activities. I got coloring books in the mail yesterday, and I've just been doing those. I did those last night, and I did a page this morning. And yeah, I don't know. It's just been chill. I have been kind of doing stuff other than just sitting around at home, so maybe that's why it's going so well, is because I haven't been idle much the past few days. But tomorrow will be a day where I don't do much of anything, so that'll be a real challenge, is day 5. But so far so good, and I feel great, not anxious. My mind feels more present and focused on what's in front of me. It's not so everywhere. So yeah, it's been going really good, and I'm excited to keep going. I don't even want to check Instagram. I don't even care what's out there. So far so good. Good morning, y'all. I just wanted to do a check-in on how my no social media is going. Today is the start of day 8. It's the Monday after I started. So I started on May 11th. Today's the 18th. Honestly, so far it's been going pretty well. I will say yesterday that I was struggling a little bit with wanting to grab my phone and go on Instagram and get a dopamine hit, because I frankly had been drinking a lot for the past weekend. I did like a weekend in my life, so I'm sure that's up by now, but yeah, I've been drinking a lot, so I was kind of hungover yesterday and just exhausted, and I really just wanted to like go on my phone, because whenever I feel kind of like crap, that's when I would just sit and like blow the whole day scrolling. But I resisted, obviously. I mean, having the brick like really makes it easy for me to follow through on what I'm trying to do, because the fact that I can't just like tap and bypass it like is really like good for me and really helping me stay true to my goals here. It is just like on my fridge, but I mean, I kind of just like pretend it's not there, like I forget about it, and I haven't tapped my phone on it, and I haven't checked, but I know I untapped at one point last week just to see if I could find a picture of something for my boyfriend, but when I couldn't find it on someone's profile, I literally immediately like tapped blocked again. I didn't scroll at all, so that was like a mission. I wasn't like going on to waste time. So I've been holding strong. In terms of how I feel a lot more focused and a lot more present in what I'm doing. My brain doesn't feel as all over the place. I feel like I can remember stuff better, which is like really nice, because there would be times whenever I'm really bad scrolling on my phone, I will literally start talking and then forget what I'm gonna say mid-sentence. So it's really nice to not have that happen as much, if at all. I also feel like I am less like avoidant of encounters with other people in public, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like with your phone, like you just use it to avoid making eye contact with people and talking to people and whatever. But I mean, I can't go on Instagram to distract myself. Sometimes I still like text like in the elevator to avoid talking to people in my building, but I mean, I don't know, sometimes I just don't feel like talking. But in public, like if I'm at the store or something, I feel less nervous about people talking to me, and if they do, it's just like whatever, it's fine. Like I feel less maybe socially awkward and like more willing to interact with others, which is, I don't know, not something I noticed as much that my phone was making me do. Like I didn't realize that was like my phone was making me feel more antisocial and like socially anxious and stuff. So that's interesting. Otherwise, I definitely have been noticing like I felt a little depressive the past few days. I don't know if, again, it's because I've been drinking a lot that always makes me anxious, or if it's just because I'm not getting like the constant like scrolling dopamine, like short, like immediate hits of like entertainment. But today I feel really good, so I don't know, it may have just been something like for the past few days, but or maybe it is from the like a combo of the past few days and the film thing, but today I feel really good. So far so good. My brain just feels like better. I feel like I can actually focus and like do stuff, you know, instead of just like, okay, I do 5 minutes of something and then I scroll on my phone for 20 minutes and then I do, like, you know, I feel like I can actually be productive and feel good about paying attention to stuff. I still do watch TV while I work sometimes, but while that does kind of divide my attention, at least I'm not like trying to work, scroll, and watch TV, like, and usually I just put something on that I don't need to pay attention to, that I can just have in the background, so I still think that's okay. But yeah, it's been good. I've I've been finding new stuff to do. I've been really addicted to coloring. I may have talked about that in a previous update, but yeah, really addicted to coloring. I have still been gaming, but I feel like that requires a longer attention span because you're just like actively problem solving and stuff, depending on the game you're playing. If it's like, I don't know, a mindless like matching game or something, maybe it's not the best, but I feel like the games I play, I gotta lock in on them, you know? They're not like passive. Also been reading more. Well, I shouldn't say reading more, but I've been wanting to read more. I just changed the book I was reading because I started reading a sci-fi, but then I was like, I don't think I feel like reading a sci-fi. So I'm gonna read, I switched to, oh my god, why am I like dropping my phone? I think it's like a sci-fi romance or something. It's the Shatter Me series. I just started the first book. So, because I want to get into like a romance right now. I don't want to read about like post-apocalyptic, like, you know, so anyways, that's a bit of a tangent, but all that to say, I feel like this is actually not as hard as I thought it was. It was a lot harder in the beginning, and I still do have like the relapses of like when I sit down in the bathroom or just like in between tasks or waiting for something, I still want to pick it up just because it's such a habit. But that's why I'm doing this for 21 days, so I can try to break that. So overall, good experience. I am starting to be like, oh my god, it's gonna be so crazy to go back to Instagram after 21 days. I'm gonna have so many unread DMs from my friends sending me reels. So that will be interesting to see how that goes, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. So yeah, that's morning of day 8 check-in. Okay, I literally just filmed another like no social media check-in this morning, but I felt like I wanted to just film another one really fast because, oh my god, there's people outside, because I just got an email, or I guess today and yesterday. I look kind of tan. I went on a walk this morning, or this afternoon during lunch, so I kind of look tan. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. What was I saying? Oh, like yesterday and today, I've gotten emails from Instagram being like, don't miss out on your friends' stories and check your DMs. You have DMs, like. And I'm looking at these emails and I'm like, oh my god, I've never gotten an email like this before. And they literally like are probably tracking like how long it's been since I've opened Instagram, and are like, oh, she hasn't been on in like a week. Let me try to reel her back in. Like, what? Like, that's just so, I just think that's messed up. Like, I mean, obviously we all, I think, know at this point that like social media, or specifically like Instagram and TikTok, are engineered to keep you like using them and keep you like kind of addicted to the algorithm and make you want to spend more time on them. But like, because I think they lost like a court case about it, but like they like want to deny that that's the case. But you're literally emailing me because I haven't opened the app in a week, trying to get me to open it again. Like, like, just let me live my life. Damn. Social media is supposed to be about connecting with other people. It's not supposed to be about, oh, I'm scrolling on Instagram for 20 hours. That's an exaggeration, but like, I'm scrolling on Instagram to get dopamine hits, not because I actually have stuff that my friends posted to look at. You know? Like, that's screwed up. I mean, I hit unsubscribe from all notifications or reminders or whatever, so we'll see if that actually works, but I don't know. I just didn't realize that was a thing that could happen, and honestly, like, I'm just kind of shocked given the general attitude towards like scrolling at stuff like recently. So I guess I just wanted to comment on that. That's something I did not expect to happen. That's been happening to me recently, is that I haven't opened the app in a week and they're emailing me to come back. So weird and freakish behavior, to be honest. But another mini update. Hey y'all, it is day 11 of my no social media challenge, I guess. And I guess I just want to give another update about something I'm noticing. So I've still been doing good staying off of Instagram and stuff, but I've been noticing in the morning, and this is specifically in the morning, I don't do this throughout the day, so I mean it's still an improvement, but in the morning when I wake up, when I would normally go on Instagram and scroll, I am now scrolling on shopping websites online, or like Googling stuff and reading it, which the shopping part is definitely not good. Like, I don't need to be replacing scrolling with shopping because that's bad for my bank account. But the Googling stuff is fine, I guess, but it's just kind of random. Like, I don't know, I spend like time like researching a random topic. Like this morning it was office chairs. I don't need a new office chair, which I guess goes hand in hand with shopping. But I guess, sorry, I just hate fruit. I don't know why it's making me like hiccupy, but I guess I'm noticing that I'm replacing scrolling with other things a little bit, not to the same extent. Like, I'm not scrolling on or like reading stuff or shopping like in between tasks the way I was with Reels. So it's a little different and still probably a little better, but that was something I noticed or realized today or yesterday. So I thought I'd talk about it a little bit, but so far so good. I guess I'm about over halfway through now, because it's the end of day 11. So I am intrigued on how I'm gonna feel once it's over. I don't even get the urge to like pick up my phone anymore. Like, I only do it to text people, but I don't, or unless I need something, but I don't just go on my phone to go on my phone anymore. It's actually like really kind of nice. I feel like it didn't take that long for me to get there. So, but yeah, I've been liking it. I kind of want to keep like a version of this implemented in my day-to-day once I do finish the full like no social media at all for 21 days. Like, maybe I'll allow myself, I don't even know, I was gonna say a time limit, but I'm like, if I go on for 30 minutes a day, it's just gonna, I don't know, I'll have to think about it. I'll probably allow myself to go on a little bit to check stuff or post things, but then they'll like undo it. Like, no, I don't know, but we'll see. I'll have to come up with a plan, a back to social media plan. So that's my day 11 update. I will keep you posted. Hey y'all, it is day 16 of me not being on social media, and I just wanted to give an update, I guess, because I don't remember when the last time I gave one was, but I will say, I don't know, I feel like every update I say it's going well, but it is, like, I haven't gone on Instagram at all, really. Not to post, not to scroll, like, I literally haven't opened it a single time. And it's been really great, actually. I really like it. I feel so free and not even like having access to it. I feel like I have more time in the day. I feel like I am more alert. I feel more productive. I feel like I have lower anxiety. I think I said this in the last update, but like I have much less anxiety like day to day than I used to now that I have not been on my phone, which is just awesome because I obviously anxiety sucks, and I don't get stuck in like thought loops anymore or anything. What else? I have my notes in front of me, that's why I'm looking down. What else? Oh, I wrote down, I feel like I'm more willing to go out and do stuff, and not just sit around at home all the time, because I feel like I'm not strapped for time. When I could scroll on my phone, and that was something I was using to distract myself, I would get anxious about having plans or going out and doing things, because I would feel like, oh, well, if I do that, I'm not going to have enough time to myself. And it's like, okay, well, maybe you wouldn't feel that way if you actually spent the time to yourself doing something you like and not being on your phone. Which, for me, that has seemed to be true. Now that I'm not spending my free time on my phone, I feel more recharged and able to or willing to go do stuff. So that's kind of nice, and not something I really expected. I also feel like I'm more in touch with my mental state, right? Yeah, more in touch with my mental state and my emotions and how I'm feeling, which, I mean, that makes sense, because when you're scrolling or distracted by your phone, you're not really spending time just like feeling your emotions. You're distracting yourself from any anxious thoughts or any feelings you're having. And by not having that distraction, it kind of helps like me realize how I'm feeling about something and like process it, which is really nice. I've also been sleeping better, but I've also kind of been doing like a caffeine break as well, so that could just be, although I think they probably go hand in hand a little bit. Kind of hit on that. I will say that I kind of miss being able to post pictures and just see what my real life friends are posting. Because obviously, like, they're my real friends. Like, I want to see what they're posting. But I think when I go back to Instagram, maybe I'll unfollow some people that I follow that I don't know, like celebrities, or that I just follow because, or like people that I maybe don't know as well anymore. It's like, I don't, like, if I don't care, why am I filling my feed with them, you know? Like, my feed should just be people that I care to see updates about. So maybe I'll do a like following list clean out when I go back to Instagram, to maybe try to like make it so I only see things I want to do. I don't miss scrolling at all. Like, at first I would get the itch to do it just because I think it was a habit at certain points in my day to do it, but now that I haven't done it in a while, I really don't miss it at all. And when I'm allowed on Instagram again, I really don't want to scroll like on Reels at all. I want to just scroll on my main feed, see the people I follow, but I don't want to like tap into the reel and like scroll. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna try not to do that. But I also think I'm gonna try to just limit my Instagram time to being like, maybe I check it once a day to see what's happening and then just don't go on it again. I don't know. I'll have to like, it'll be interesting to redefine my relationship with it going back, because I definitely do think it has the possibility to be a good thing, like connecting people. I just don't want to fall into the trap again of like the time suck and the brain rot and all that stuff. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a part of that. So Why I say it's day 16. So I finish it this is coming Sunday. Like, that's the last full day. Which I'll probably do a final, like, recap of everything on that day. But as that's coming up now, my perspective is shifting from, like, what are the changes I'm experiencing to how can I transition back and not be, like, so locked in on it. So that'll be something. Maybe I'll do some, like, researching about how to maintain a healthy relationship with social media or something and come up with a plan for myself. But because I don't want to lose this feeling. Like, I feel really good and I feel like I am just taking my life back, which is weird. Feels weird to say, but I mean, it's kind of true. But yeah, I really like how things have been going, and I really want to keep emphasizing, like, being off my phone. So I want to make sure I don't lose what I've learned and experienced during this time. Okay, y'all. Here we are. It's day 21 of my no social media for 21 days experiment, or I guess challenge. I don't know what you want to call it. But I want to, I guess, kind of recap the whole thing and just kind of talk about my overall experience, things that surprised me, things that I didn't expect, or maybe things that I did expect that maybe didn't happen, or just kind of give a recap and talk about how I feel and maybe what I'm going to do going forward. So I do want to start off by, I guess, saying that this was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Sorry, my cat is ripping on my couch. Anyways, I want to start off by saying that this ended up being a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, and I don't know if that's because I was doing it with a brick, so I just genuinely couldn't even open the app, or if it was more so my mindset of being like, I'm committed to doing this, I'm gonna make, like, a big effort to follow through, or maybe it was a mix of both. But I guess to give some context in case I haven't so far at other check-ins in this video, so I decided at the beginning of this that I was going to give up Instagram specifically for 21 days because that is the only social media app that I really still use. I don't have an X account or a Twitter. I used to have TikTok, but I deleted it, and I never, like, I've re-downloaded it since, but I don't really go on it at all. So that did not feel was necessary to be part of the challenge, I guess. My main thing that I would get sucked into and spend a lot of time scrolling on was Instagram. And I felt like it was distracting me. I felt like I was not in control of my life. I felt highly anxious. I felt like there wasn't enough time in the day for me to do the things I wanted to do. And I also felt like I would lose my train of thought really frequently and then just not be able to remember at all what I was about to say or get back on the track of what I was talking about. And that was kind of scary, to be literally in the middle of a thought or a sentence and just lose it and not be able to get it back. I also had, these experiences were not frequent, but it happened a few times and it was scary. But where I would just get completely disoriented and not know where I was. Like, one time at work, there are 2 floors at my job that you can sit on. And my team usually sat on one floor, but the one day we sat on another floor. And I went to the bathroom on the other floor, and when I came out, I was completely disoriented, did not know where I was, like which way I was supposed to be going, where my team was even sitting, and for like a few seconds there, I genuinely was so confused and I low-key was freaking out. So I just, I don't know, I could feel that my brain was maybe not at the operating at the level that it used to be. And that was scaring me, and I honestly didn't like that. So I figured, and granted, social media is probably not the primary cause for all of those things, but I was like, well, let me start by trying to just give up this app that I scroll on, spend so much time on. I would set screen time limits on my iPhone, but I mean, honestly, you can just click past those, so they're not really strong enough. So I was like, let me get a brick, because I've been seeing ads for it all the time. And I was like, this will be, like, let me get one, and I can use it as an opportunity to make it, like, completely block myself from the app and try to just see what happens if I don't go on it. And I picked 21 days because they say it takes 21 days to break a habit, I believe, is the amount of time it takes to kind of just be able to, like, stop doing something and it's not a habit anymore. So I was like, okay, I want to break the habit of scrolling, so let's not scroll for 21 days. And I will say, yeah, I was really successful at not doing it. I literally did not allow myself to go on it at all. I set up a restriction to block Instagram. It started off with LinkedIn as well, but I don't go on LinkedIn nearly enough to justify blocking it. I think my initial thought was that I was just concerned about replacing Instagram with LinkedIn, which would be very weird, but I ended up removing the block on that eventually because I do kind of use it for my job to, like, look people up for their titles and whatever. So I was kind of irritated not having access to that. So I did allow myself access to LinkedIn, and I did not replace Instagram with LinkedIn, and I don't think I ever will. But I honestly kind of want to delete it. I don't even use it, but anyways, that's besides the point. I set a block on my phone for Instagram, and it's for all hours of the day. It wasn't a window where I could go on it. It was just like lock Instagram until I unbrick, and the point was for me to not unbrick. And I keep looking over my brick because it's at my fridge, and even though it's in a pretty, like, accessible spot, having to, like, physically get up and go to it to unlock my phone I think made it easier for me to not do it, because then it would feel like I was, like, breaking my rule more than just tapping through it. I don't know, having to go physically touch my phone to something made the, like, if I had to unbrick for something, it made it feel much more, like, monumental or important, I guess, than just tapping through a, like, brief screen that says, like, you've reached your time limit or whatever. So I think that made it easier for me to stick to it. I did unbrick a few times, but it was only I think I changed my username on one of my Instagram accounts, and then I literally rebricked immediately. And then I wanted to find a picture of somebody to show my boyfriend. So those were the only 2 times I unbricked and actually went on Instagram. And I was fully bricked the rest of the time. That feels weird to say, bricked, but I guess that's what it's called. So yeah. Honestly, I guess we'll start with things I expected to happen that did. So I expected and was hoping that by not going on Instagram, I would gain, how do I say this? Get my attention span back more, be able to pay, like, better attention to things, have more focus, be able to hold on to my thoughts, and not lose track of them. So those were all things I was hoping that would happen, and I would say that they did. I do feel much more focused. I feel like I don't get as distracted as easily. I feel like I can remember things better. I feel like much more grounded, I guess. I feel less like I'm just, time is passing me by. I feel much more present in the moment and like I have time to do things. So that was really something I was hoping for and something I'm happy to say I've experienced. Something that I did not expect, which honestly it makes sense that this happened, but I didn't expect my anxiety to improve that much, like as drastically as it did. But I can honestly safely say that I have less anxiety when I don't go on my phone than when I do. Which I guess it makes sense because by scrolling on your phone, you're getting those dopamine, like bursts or whatever from the entertainment, and then you're also just looking at so many other people, like maybe subconsciously comparing yourself, or it's just anxiety caused by spending so much time on your phone that you're putting off other things you have to do, or anxiety by unprocessed emotions because you just, instead of thinking about them, you distract yourself with your phone. So, sorry, my friends are texting. I should put that. I'm recording a video about not being on my phone and my texts are distracting me. But yeah, my anxiety's lower. And I've also kind of been doing a caffeine detox as well towards the end of this challenge here, so that could also be part of my decreased anxiety, but I do think part of it is at least due to the lack of phone time. Another thing I didn't expect, but also that makes sense, was I feel like I have more of a social battery and I'm more willing to go leave my house and do things than I previously had been. And part of me thinks that's because since I'm not spending so much time scrolling on my phone, I feel like I have more free time to do things that I want. And as a result of that, I'm more than willing to go out and do stuff because I'm not concerned about having enough time to do everything I want or need to do when I get home. So that's actually been really nice for my mental health because I always feel better when I hang out with my friends or go out and do stuff. So that might actually be another reason that my anxiety's been decreased. But that was an unexpected but very positive outcome, I would say. The first, I think for the first like week or so, the big struggle with like this whole thing was that like I was noticing where the places I would normally pick up my phone and go on Instagram, because I would be like go to the bathroom or waiting for a pot of water to boil or just brushing my teeth, like doing something where I'm kind of just standing still, and I would get the itch to grab my phone and open it up and scroll. So that was interesting. That was like the first thing I noticed, like right off the bat from not being able to go on it, was like it was highlighting to me how often you just open it for a few minutes while you're waiting for something. And it was uncomfortable at first to have to sit with that feeling, like that urge, because it's like an itch you need to scratch almost, and to not be able to do it, and then just be like, oh, like the fact that I immediately like get the urge to reach for my phone for this while I'm doing this is like, it feels weird, I guess. And I am happy to say that has definitely decreased. I'm trying to think if it is completely gone. I would say it is. I feel like it's gone. Because now I know, like, I can't go on it, so I don't even reach for it. Which is good. But I think if I were to unbrick, maybe that urge would come back. Like, if I unbricked and just left my phone unbricked, maybe the urge would come back, which I don't want it to, so I'll talk about, I guess, how I'm gonna behave moving forward later here. But that was something that I had to struggle with, or not struggle, but just experience for the first few days. I also think that I think during the second week, because 21 days is like 3 weeks. Towards the end of the first week into the second week, I would say that I also got like a depressive. I felt kind of depressed. And part of me thinks that might be due to the decreased levels of, like, is it serotonin or dopamine? I forget. It could be both of them, that you get when you're scrolling and watching short form content. I think that not scrolling kind of made me feel a little depressed because I wasn't experiencing such high levels of these, like, hormones anymore, or such frequent levels. So then I had, like, kind of a calm down, almost like a dopamine withdrawal. That's what the word, I almost said detox, but it would be a withdrawal. And that was something I didn't expect. That was kind of scary too, like, to realize how much that your brain has been dependent on this thing to, like, produce your feel-good hormones, that, like, to a level where you have, like, actual withdrawals and feel, like, depressed after you haven't gotten, like, those hits of it in a while. So that was something unexpected and challenging, and I never wanted to, like, unbreak, but it just was, like, kind of like a harder aspect of this process that I did not expect. I thought it was just going to be very, like, oh, I'm just not on my phone anymore. But there were actual, like, noticeable impacts to me. But that was another challenge. I'm trying to think if I have notes in front of me, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else I didn't hit on. I do feel more productive. I end each day feeling more productive because I'm not wasting time on my phone anymore. I just keep saying my phone, my phone, my phone. But it kind of is that damn phone. Like, that's the problem, guys. Take a break, you know? But I feel more productive. I get more done because I'm not distracted. I'm present with what I'm doing. I get more focused at work. I'm more focused at work. I'm more focused on the tasks that I'm doing at home for fun, even. Like, I can just sit down and watch a YouTube video now and not also be scrolling on my phone. I'm not overstimulating myself. You know, I'm not having media on TV, media on phone, everywhere. You know, I can just sit down and maybe I'll color while I'm watching, like, a show or something, but I'm not on my phone doing anything, which feels nice. That's another thing. I get less overstimulated, I think, because I'm not constantly bombarding my brain with, like, jokes and sounds and, like, visuals, bright lights, whatever, because I feel like I get less overstimulated. I used to get very overstimulated. Like, I was very sensitive to sounds and I mean, obviously that's still true, but I think since I'm not subjecting myself to as many stimuli during the day, I feel like I have more of a capacity or more room to experience the things that would normally make me overstimulated before I actually get to a point where I'm like, oh my god, I can't, like, I need to shut down, you know? Oh, something I wrote that I don't think I've talked about yet is I do feel more in tune with my mental state and more in touch with my emotions. And I just feel very grounded in reality. Like, and I think it's forced me to, like, being present in your reality is important because, at least in my opinion, I think it's important because it forces you to pay attention to the people you're surrounding yourself with and, like, the habits that you have been doing that may not be the best for you, and kind of be like realize or sit in, like, the negative feelings that those things might be causing you, and then deal with them and, like, maybe, like, kick someone out of your life or, like, change that habit. Like, I feel like I've been eating healthier since which this could have nothing to do with the phone thing, but I don't know. I feel like since I'm more present in my body, I want to try to eat things that make me feel good, and since I feel like I have more time, I'm more willing to make myself meals, and I just feel like I've been trying to take better care of myself. And then I'm more willing to work out because, again, I feel like I have time to do things. So I will go for a walk. I will go for a run. So I just feel healthier because I have time to pay attention to the things I'm doing that make me feel bad. And I'm more inclined to make a choice that won't make me feel bad now. Instead of mindlessly just being like, oh, I'm hungry, I need food, and just ordering something on Uber Eats and then scrolling or whatever. Because I was distracted. I was too distracted to make myself a meal. So, another unexpected thing. How did I get on the health tangent? Oh, just being present. Yeah, I think being present in your life is very important, and I think by being present in your life, you realize what's important to you and what you want more of and what you want less of. And I certainly feel like I've been having that. More healthy foods, more exercise, less sitting around eating junk. I mean, obviously I still eat junk, like, I'm not but I try to make sure I actually am eating, like, real healthy meals instead of just like, oh, let me get chicken wings for lunch, you know. Also, I feel like it's created more room for me to have other hobbies that I like. Like, I started posting videos on YouTube, and I've always liked filming and editing things, but I just was never taking that step because I was anxious, which now my anxiety's less. I felt like I had no time. I felt like I didn't do anything to record or, like, you know, and now since I have more time, I'm doing stuff. I'm less anxious. I'm feeling more creative. Feeling more, yeah. So, I mean, it's created this avenue for me to have more, like, be able to do more of what I want to do in my free time, which is nice. And I'm proud of myself for, I guess, taking advantage of it and using the extra time to try, like, start doing something that maybe I haven't done in a long time that I know I like, you know? So I'm proud of myself for that. I also feel like I've been sleeping better, but that could be more linked to my caffeine thing than my phone thing. Although I guess I'm not going on my phone before bed, so that definitely could be a reason that I sleep better. Some unexpected things. I definitely don't miss scrolling on Reels, but I do miss being able to see what my friends post. Which was something I did not expect to experience. I thought I wasn't going to miss it at all. Like, I was excited to let it go. I was excited to be free. But I think that I, like, the whole point of Instagram when it first started was to be able to, like, see what your friends post or people you know. And it's since then evolved into, like, how can we get people to just, like, spend as much time on the app as possible. And so now it's less about connecting with each other and it's more about just like sucking you in and taking all your time and attention from other things. But I miss it being about seeing what my friends post. And I like posting. Like, I like posting pictures and posting what I'm doing. So I kind of miss that part. Like, posting pictures and then seeing what my friends post. So I think when I go back, I will probably go through my following list and honestly unfollow a lot of people that I don't actually know. Like, including celebrities. There are some people I follow on YouTube that I'm like, okay, I like them and I want to keep following them, but like, I don't need to follow the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on Instagram. I don't need to follow any of them. I don't, like, okay, yes, I'll watch their show, but I don't need to keep up with their life. Like, they're not people I know. I just, yeah, like, things like that. Like, reality stars that I follow that maybe I don't need to follow. Or, like, meme accounts. Maybe I don't need to follow those. I should cut it down to be, like, people that I know or people that I actually care about what they're posting. And not just people that I follow for the hell of it. So I think going when I'm allowed on it again tomorrow, which tomorrow's a work day, so I probably will wait till after work to let myself go on it. So maybe that's a little like bonus day. But I'm going to go through my following list, get rid of a bunch of people, and I think moving forward, I will continue to have being bricked, like, be my default, because I don't want to fall back into the cycle of I sit down, I go on my phone first. I don't move through my day with intention when I have access to that, and I'm in the throes of, like, that type of habit. So, like, I think moving forward, I'm going to continue to have my phone be in brick mode and then only unlock it if I want to do something. Like, I want to be very intentional about it. Like, if I want to post, I post, maybe scroll through my friends' posts, not Reels. That's the other thing. I wish you could turn Reels off. I never want to scroll on Reels again. Because it's such a time suck. And yes, there's some funny stuff, but most of the time it's just, like, brain rot. Or, like, things that I don't need to see. Like, my life will be fine if I don't see it. You know? So, I wish you could turn it off. I know you can't. And I think that's a problem. Like, I think you should be able to turn it off. I wish you could make your algorithm so you can only see people you follow. I don't want to see posts from people I don't follow. I know they're trying to suck you in, get you to follow more people, and then spend more time on the app. I don't want to do that. I want to see my posts in order. I want to see only the people I follow. And when I'm all caught up, tell me so I can get off. You know? I don't want Reels. I don't want any extra shit. Oh, I guess something I've thought of that hasn't really affected me directly, but I've also learned that since I am not on Instagram as much, neither is Justin, because the only reason he would go on before is to look at the Reels I sent him. And now that I'm not on there sending him Reels, he doesn't check anymore. I've also inspired my friend Julia to just completely delete the app and do, like, a detox as well. So, I mean, it's just interesting. Like, and, like, I can see you in person if I don't need, like, for friends where I don't see them as often, it's obviously nice to have it to be able to see what they're up to, but, I mean, for my friends that live close to me, I can just go hang out with them. I don't need to see them on Instagram, you know? So, yeah. overall, I think this has been a really good experience, and honestly, I would recommend that everyone try doing this. Like, if you feel like you are just like, I don't want to say addicted, but if you're like really locked into your phone on any app, it doesn't just have to be Instagram, like anything that is taking you away from being present in your day-to-day life, or just like keeping you from focusing, like block it, delete it for a certain amount of time if you can, and like see what happens if you don't go on it, you know? Like 21 days honestly isn't that long. This flew by and it was not that hard. I think it'll be easier than you expect. Oh, there's something else I thought of that I was going to talk about really quickly. Oh, I will say, because I did kind of earlier talk about how I was concerned about replacing scrolling, I have mildly replaced it in the mornings. Ew, my nail looks weird. Okay, anyways, in the morning when I wake up, I pick up my phone to check my Aura scores. And that is a problem because I pick up my phone, I check my Aura scores, and then I check my email, and then I'll like Google something or like go online shopping. The shopping is what's the issue, like, because that's replacing scrolling. It's keeping me from getting up right away. And you can actually block websites on Brick too, so maybe I'll try that next. Maybe I will do a no spend month and just block all the clothing websites that I use and stuff, and make it so I literally can't buy any new clothes or anything. Maybe I will try that. That would probably be good for me. So maybe I'll make a video about that in the future. But like, yeah, now I just scroll a little bit on like shopping websites. I don't usually end up buying anything, but I just lay in bed. I don't get up right away, which is something I want to work on. Because that was something I was hoping would happen, is like I would, since I can't go on my phone, I would just like get up right away. But since I check my Aura scores, I'm like, oh, well, I'm already on my phone. So maybe I need to like disable Aura for like the first hour that I am awake. Maybe I'll turn it off, make it so that from like the hours of like midnight to 5 a.m. I can't look, or I'm sorry, midnight to 8. I can't look at it. Because I usually get up around 7. So if it's like not available, then maybe I won't do it. Maybe I'll try that. But that's the only thing. And I don't think scrolling on shopping websites is nearly as detrimental as scrolling on Reels. Like, it's not going to impact my attention span, I don't think, as much. It's only really bad if I'm like buying stuff, but like I said, I don't usually buy anything. It's just more of a distraction, I guess. I don't know. Or like I don't know what to do right now, and I don't feel like getting up yet type of thing. But anyways, that's kind of summary of my findings. I hope that this was, I guess, inspirational for some people watching. And like, I don't know, even if you don't think you're like obsessed with your phone, just try it. Like, who cares? What's gonna happen? A bomb's not gonna go off. And you don't have to block your whole phone. Like, just do the apps that are like a problem for you, and it's fine. You know, it doesn't have to be a big thing. And you don't have to do 21 days either. You can do whatever number of days you feel comfortable with. I just did 21 because I was trying to do something, you know? But, like, I would just recommend trying it for any amount of time. Like, even a few hours. Just block your phone. Don't go on social media, and, like, see how it feels, you know? It may be good for your mental health. It may help you feel better about your life, and maybe help you do more introspection and realize things about what you like to do and whatever. So, yeah, I hope this was interesting. I hope this was, encouraging for people. I hope this makes you feel empowered to do something if you feel like your phone is stealing your life from you. And above all, I hope it just, I don't know, I hope you feel empowered to just do what you need to take care of yourself, because you deserve to be taken care of by yourself. And like others too, of course, but you are the person that you have to spend your entire life with, no matter what. So you deserve to take care of yourself. You deserve to do good things for yourself, and you deserve to maybe remove the things from your life that aren't making you happy or aren't contributing to your success. So, anyways, that got kind of deep for a second, but I hope you have a good rest of your day, good rest of your week, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.